Fantastic. Thank you so much, Nolan. Thank you so much, Ruth. Really appreciate it. Our next keynote speaker is Bruce Schneier, and that should be a name many of you in the audience already recognize. Bruce Schneier is an internationally recognized security technologist, famously dubbed a security guru by The Economist. He is a New York Times bestselling author of 14 books, most recently A Hacker's Mind, and his widely followed newsletter, Schneier on Security and Cryptogram, have reached over 250,000 readers. A fellow at Harvard's Berkman Klein Center and a lecturer in public policy at Harvard Kennedy School, Bruce also serves on the boards of the Electronic Frontier Foundation and Access Now. Currently, he's the Chief of Security Architecture at Inrupt. Please join me in welcoming Bruce Schneier, who's joining us live, albeit virtually, for his talk about trust in AI. I'll get you up on the screen here in just a sec, Bruce. Give us a check 1, 2, Bruce.
Check 1, 2, Bruce.
All right, thank you. All right, here we go.
Okay, I see you there, and I'm glad you're there. I think this is really important work that is being done here. I want to talk about AI and trust, because I think it matters for what's happening here at Quai AI. And I think it matters a lot for AI. Trust is actually a really complicated concept. That single word is overloaded with a lot of different meanings. So there's a personal and intimate trust. When I say that I trust a friend, it's really not about their actions and more about them as a person. Right? I know them, I know their intentions, and I know their intentions will inform their actions. I want to call that interpersonal trust. There's also a less intimate, less personal trust. Right? I might not know them personally or know their motivations, but I can still trust in their behavior. Right? I don't know if this person wants to steal, but I can maybe still trust that they won't steal. That's really more about reliability and predictability, but we still call it trust. And I want to call it social trust. So interpersonal trust and social trust, they're both essential to society today. Right? We have mechanisms that induce people to be trustworthy, that allows others to be trusting, and that enables trust in society. Right? That's sort of the frame. It's not perfect, of course. There are always untrustworthy people, but it's good enough for society to work. So I wrote about this first in 2012. You don't see the book on my shelf. It was a book called Liars and Outliers. And I write about, from a security perspective, how we enable trust. I talk about 4 systems: our morals, concerns of reputation, the laws we live under, and technologies. And I'm writing about how the first and last 2 are different, how the last 2 scale better, or allow for larger societies, right, and allow for this cooperation among strangers. What I didn't appreciate when I wrote that book is how different they are. Right? Morals and reputation are person to person, right? They're interpersonal trust. Laws and technologies are systems of trust that force us to act trustworthy. They underpin social trust. So a good example are taxi drivers. It used to be one of the country's most dangerous professions. And Uber just changes that. I don't know my Uber driver. I'm getting into the car of a stranger. But the rules and the tech let us both be confident we won't cheat or attack each other. Right? We're under constant surveillance. We're competing for star rankings. We're known. And right, high trust, low trust society is real different. We can talk about that. But for me, the difference is the scale. So I don't know. You could ask a friend or the post office to deliver a package across town. Right? The friend is going to be based on interpersonal trust. You know your friend, how reliable they are. The post office is made possible by social trust. It's a service. Laws and tech make it work. Both of those systems get your package across town. Only one can become FedEx. Now,